Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Phyrexia All Will Be One draft here on the channel. This is the place to be if you're trying to improve at drafting, because I'll talk through all of my picks, all of my plays. If you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, let me know in the comments, and what sorts of things you'd like to see in the future. We have opened up Urabrask, Heretic Praetor, which is just a very good card. You don't see these very often. These Praetors appear very rarely. In paper packs, they'll appear so that they have to be represented on Arena somehow, but they're like hyper rare, cool artwork versions. So you see it's written in Phyrexia, and they'll be written in Phyrexia in paper, I'm pretty sure. But this card's really good. Nice top end for a curve. Makes it so that your opponent kind of doesn't get to play the cards they want to play every turn, and that you get an extra card every turn. So that's really good. After that, this pack is actually pretty bad, so we don't actually have to give up much. There's a Barbed Batterfist at common, which is reasonable. Atmosphere Surgeon's a good card, but blue's not really where I want to start my draft. And then there's like a Flensing Raptor, but this pack is really weak outside of Urabrask, which makes it an even more compelling pick. Here we go. Okay, so we've started with Urabrask, and red pairs well with green as just like a red-green mid-range stompy deck. It doesn't pair the best with black. It pairs pretty well with white, so green and white are optimal pairings. And then blue is a little bit weaker, black is a little bit weaker. The rare is missing out of this pack, so we don't get a huge signal. The Unctus's Retrofitter can be really good in like an artifact deck, which I do like. This card's very slow, which I don't like about it. This card just pairs really well with a lot of the artifacts in the set. Contagious Vorak is really nice, though. It is a common, but I think it's comparable to the Retrofitter, because this card needs a lot of work to be good, and this card's just always going to do its thing. There's also Duelist of Deep Faith, which is just a large step below the Contagious Vorak. The one thing I will say is I'm a little bit tempted by taking the Retrofitter, because I might be able to wield this Eye of Malcator. And I've kind of been wanting to try that, but I think I'm just going to make the picks that I think will give me the best chance to win. And then if that happens to lead me in an artifact direction, then so be it. But 2 picks in, it's hard to read any signals whatsoever. Okay, so I would like to take red cards to go with this Urabrask, so I can just stick to red. But there's not a good red card in this pack, unfortunately. The Sprinter has some cute synergy sometimes, but it's just abysmal on defense, and so I don't like playing it in my decks, because if you're on the draw, you need your guys to be able to block. There's the Scamp, which is sometimes playable, but not my favorite either. Voidwing Hybrid is a really good card, but blue-black is completely opposite direction from where I'm at right now. And then I think Ruthless Predation is going to be my pick. It goes with the Vorak that I already have. Fight spells are nice. I've got some beefy creatures already. And I just think this is a good card. And the other cards in this pack are really weak. If I had to take a different one, I might just take the Voidwing Hybrid on the speculation aspect, but it's really not what I would like to take. Okay. So we haven't seen any red cards as a follow-up to Urabrask. If the person passing to us is in red, then we just can't play that color. There are some good cards here, though. Pestilent Siphoner can be good if you're going for a poison deck. There's some blue cards, but blue-green isn't really my favorite. And this card I don't like. It's pretty much Mesmerizing Dose there. And then there's some white cards. Crawling Chorus is a nice early drop for the Toxic aggro decks. It just has some utility in other places, too. Porcelain Zealot can do some work. I think I'll just take the Crawling Chorus because it's the cheapest card, and I think white is a good spot to end up. And we're seeing a few white cards here. I think this card's fine, but it's not great on defense, and it's kind of needs some... it's like okay. It's like a solid card. I play it usually. But yeah, blue and white are maybe looking open. Okay. Now we have a decision point here. I think blue is open. Atmosphere Surgeon pretty late here. There's also Malcator's Watcher, which I think might just be better than Atmosphere Surgeon. Just because you're really eager to trade this off. You usually trade your 2-drops off pretty early. And Atmosphere Surgeon is a card that kind of needs to stay in play and get some value, whereas Malcator's Watcher just trades off. So maybe it would have worked out better if I'd gone for that artifact route through this draft, because I would have Unctus's Retrofitter and the promise of wheeling more. But I'm going to take the Malcator's Watcher here. I think blue is open enough that maybe I can make something happen. We're going to keep towing the line, though. I don't like Escape Experiment, for example. I don't like Project Imperfection. But I do think Complete Devotion can be pretty good if you are building like a white-green deck, or some of the decks just have a lot of toxic creatures in them. This card can go well in an artifact deck. But I think I'll take Complete Devotion for the higher upside. I still would like to play white-green, I think. Okay. This card doesn't do much. Mere Kinsmith doesn't do much. I'll just take the Orthodoxy Enforcer. It's not really a great... Synthesizer can do some good work. I'll just take Synthesizer. I have a pretty disjointed start to this draft. Really not ideal on any axis. Gleeful Demolition's pretty reasonable, but we're not going to play red, I don't think. Red has not seemed open in any way, so we'll just take the green 2-drop. We wheel the Glistener Seer. Font of Progress. This is not going to be ideal if we end up in blue-green. If we end up in blue-green, I don't know what we're going to do. Quicksilver Fisher's not my favorite. I'll just take the Glistener Seer. I think you just want cheap stuff sometimes. We wield the Eye of Malcator, as I suspected we would. There's also a Testament Bearer, but I think that's just because other people don't like the card. I think it's pretty good. We're just going to take the Eye of Malcator, maybe try to go for an artifact stack. Orthodoxy Enforcer versus Meld Web. I don't like Meld Web. Maybe we can get blue-white artifacts to work. I don't think we can, but this is kind of a nightmare situation. We'll just take the 2-drop artifact. This has been rough. It looks like blue-green is the open deck, and blue-green is really hard to draft. Oh, no. Okay, we're not going to play Minor Misstep. Okay, so pack 1 was a disaster, but we do know that red really isn't open. Whew, we got White Sun's Twilight. That's just a good card. And it does push us towards white. What else would I even take out of this pack? There's Raptor, Synthesizer.
Damn.
Try not to put semi-curse words into the auto speaker, but thank you for the subscription, Buzz Viking. I'm going to take the White Sun's Twilight. It's just the best card. If this wasn't in the pack, I might just take my time and take a flexible card like the Skitterfang or one of these blue cards. It is looking like I'm going to end up in a blue deck. Blue-white. I am kind of regretting not having the extra artifact guy, the 3-mana guy, but I think the Vorak was just a better pick at the time. Conduit of Worlds. You can play lands. If you haven't cast a spell, you can cast it. We could still play white-green. I mean, our white cards are garbage other than this White Sun's Twilight. Or we could just take Planar Disruption. So it's either Conduit of Worlds, and then we try to build like this control deck or something. Or you take Planar Disruption to stick to white. Gosh, my cards are so disjointed in their strategical approach. I'm going to take the Planar Disruption. I think I can only really... Oh my gosh, now there's All Will Be One. That's pretty funny. There's a Flensing Raptor. I kind of have to choose a color to stick to for a bit. There's another Eye of Malcator. We can't really play these anyway. We don't have enough artifacts. I just need to pick a color to stick to. I'm going to choose white to stick to. So I'm just going to take every white card I see for now. There's another Vorak. I can play white-green. Even if I end up in green, the Conduit might not have been the right thing for me in that time anyway. I might just have needed the early interaction so I don't die. Contagious Vorak versus Gold Warden. Some Vorak is just so much better. Hey, Rusty! Oh, I love a good old Rusty sometimes. So we can play white-green. White-green control. Kind of going off-brand here for what white-green often does. Take a 2-drop over the Charge of Mites. I think just having a 2-drop is better. If we had some life gain, we could play this guy. I've not been impressed by Charge of Mites. It's just a very tough removal spell to use. Now this card's really bad. You just can't afford to spend turn 2 playing that. There's Thirsting Roots. There's also just Gold Warden's Helm, which I think I'll just take the Gold Warden's Helm, maybe. Gosh, I just need to make playables. Don't want to play the Enforcer. Could play this. I'll take the Helm. We can get there. In White Sun's Twilight we trust. Ooh, Mandible Justiciar. This card's really good. Just a 2-drop that can gain me some life. I need 2-drops. I only have 2 of them right now. And that's not good enough. There's also some green cards. There's another Rusty. I would play it. There's just Expand the Sphere. Easy Mandible, though, I think. Gold Warden's Helm. If I get enough of those, I can play these as Enforcer, maybe. Resistance Reunited gives all my Gold Warden's Helm guys indestructible. There's also a Thirsting Roots. Okay, there's this guy, there's this guy, there's this thing. Not a fan of any of these. I think Veil is not very good, especially in this deck where I don't have that many artifacts. I'll just take the Maze Skull Ball and hope not to play it. This is a tough deck, but we've got at least one powerful card, so we can still win some games, and we're going to try to just overload the early turns. Mere Custodian it is. Never playing that card. Oh, this is a nightmare scenario. This is really not ideal. We do not have a very good deck. Oh no. Our white-green deck is not very focused. But the White Sun's Twilight gives us a boost of power. So in the games where we draw that and we don't die before turn 5, we can win the game. We're just playing Gold Warden's Helms here. It triggers our Justiciar and kind of makes this thing better. So we're just going to take as many Gold Warden's Helms as we can get our hands on. We don't really want the Silica. Like, I don't love the Gold Warden's Helm, but we might as well see what we can do with it. Oh, heavy mono black card, anybody? Anyone looking for a quadruple black pip? Anybody? Can I interest you in an Obliterator? For just 4 mana, it can be yours. There's a Paladin of Predation, which could be like a win con. But not even that good of a win con. There's also a Charge of Mites. How many creatures do I have? 9 plus these 4. So I have some creatures. Red-white. Equipment. This is the best card in the pack. And I could just switch back to Urabrask. I give up on 2 of these and this guy. What else would I take here? This thing probably. I have enough 3-drops. We'll speculate. I know you might think, but why are you speculating when you're getting completely hosed in terms of playables? But it's like, there wasn't a card I really wanted in that pack. I just wanted a 2-drop. I don't think playing a Paladin of Predation is going to help me. There wasn't a good 2-drop for me. Okay. This draft is not going well. Huh. There is nothing for me in this pack. I guess I'll take a Tyrant Axe. Gotta be said, not loving that Tyrant Axe look. Ooh, I'll take Basilica Shepherd now. And now a Duelist. Few picks coming together. Don't like the Flesh Cutter. Getting a 2-drop's much better than getting a random 1-drop. That doesn't help me. I already have a couple 1-drops. Okay, okay. It's coming together. Another 2-drop. Huge. That'll bring us up to our 23rd playable. Let's go! Also gives us some chance of enabling corrupted cards. Seachrome Coast, actually kind of the colors we would want if we were trying to splash blue or something, but we're in too deep. We're at least going to have a curve. 2 1-drops, 5 2-drops at the moment, and then a bajillion 3-drops, which we will be cutting Gold Warden's Helms. And no, I do not miss that tap land that I took Gold Warden's Helm over. I have no regrets. And also our combat tricks got a lot better. Huge. Okay. There's an Ichor Spit Basilisk, which we don't really need. There's a Charge of Mites, which we could play, I guess. It's fine. It makes some features. It's mostly a kill spell for us, hopefully. Ichor Spit Basilisk. I kind of like this a lot better than the Gold Warden's Helm. I've kind of been a fan of this. I'm going to take it over the charge. That might be a mistake, but I'm just happy with that card. Oh, and now the Incisor Glider. Let's go. There's also Graz, Unstoppable Juggernaut, but we don't have the tools to stall. We wanted the tools to stall, but we just didn't really find them. And this is an 8-drop that we can't play. So we'll take a 2-drop. And every 2-drop we add, we will cut a Golden Warden's Helm. Maybe we're supposed to cut these Maze Skull Bomb. And now there's another Zealot's Conviction. I think blue-green was open. Zealot's Conviction can do some good work. We have some nice square stat lines for it to go on. By square stat lines, I mean like 2 2s. 3 3s. We'll take a Zealots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 1-drops. Kind of a nice little early game going here. We're just going to take every Zealot's Conviction and then just use those to our advantage. Ho, 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 ho. The advantage is mine. I don't really want this Orthodoxy Enforcer. I don't want this Gold Warden's Helm. I don't really like these 5-drops either. Fine, I'll take 1 Fair Basilica. Blue was open, but we got this White Sun's Twilight. I don't think I would have played white if I hadn't seen the Twilight. Oh, the Malcator. I do need to draft an Eye of Malcator deck. That card seems sick. Just all the artifact cards. Maybe we'll try this. Ooh, another Zealots. Never mind. Get out. Just get out. Flesh Cutter. I'm only going to play one of the tap lands. That's why I don't prioritize them, because you can just get the last pick, as you just witnessed. This could be a very quick draft, but it could also be a very long draft. Depends. 41 cards. White Sun's Twilight is just like an insurance card. Everything else is just cheap, efficient. I'm going to cut the last Gold Warden's Helm. The last remnants of the deck that never was. We have all the combat tricks. This is going to be sick. I'll see you folks in... I just need to make sure that my mana was good before I finish that sentence. The games. If you've been enjoying my channel, you can support it at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons gain access to exclusive bonus content, like my draft tier list for Phyrexia All Will Be One, where I grade every card in the set on an A through F scale and compile it into a handy-dandy spreadsheet. I'd like to give a special shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level, and if you have been enjoying my content and would like to help the channel, you can do so at Patreon. Thank you to all of my patrons, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We have the perfect hand. All white mana and some white cards. Rusty. I like being able to call this guy Rusty. We don't need you at the moment, Rusty. We're just going to use Duelist into Flensing, into just Zealot's Conviction, making our guy an absolute monster. Oh no. Oh, get wrecked. I really wish I could just, like, justify going for the combat trick, but it's just too valuable to get my Flensing down here. Odobrask's Forge, you say? Ah, they try to hit me for 1. Got him. People were talking about how great this card is a little bit ago. I passed it in one of my drafts, and people were saying, "Oh no, how could you pass it? It was so good." So I guess we'll see now if it's actually as good as the hype indicates. This is going to be a fun moment, I think. Let's get first strike. It actually will. This is sick. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to attack them. They're going to block this. They're going to use an oil counter. We're going to deal first strike damage with this to give them toxic, so this will give our guy first strike. They made the brute 1 block last time. Sure. But they don't seem to understand how this is going to work. Or maybe they just know that their guy's going to die anyway. Because this thing has first strike. Which will give them corrupted. Which will give this thing first strike. No, it doesn't work the way I wanted it to. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I was so proud of myself for that play, too. I was like, ha 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 ha! You're syncing with your brain! I'm so smart and intelligent. When in reality, my play was foolish and ignorant. And now I'm going to lose, because I'm foolish and ignorant, as I said before. Oh, gosh, I don't think I could have avoided that anyway, other than just not attacking with my guy on the ground. Come on, Tyrannax Rex. I just want to concede. Also, for folks who say I'm losing to the Urabrask's Forge, this could be literally any card with more than 2 power, and I would be losing equally badly. So, like, a 3-drop. The definition. Yep, Gitaxian Raptor. I messed up my calculations because I've never played with this card before, and so I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, I'll do first strike, and the other thing I'll do first strike too. But yeah, that was horrible. Just not smart. Oh well. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. Time for redemption. Skrelv. My old nemesis, Skrelvington. Oh, young Skrelv. You that is so wise. Oh no. This is not good. This is not ideal. Skrelv is a beater. Skrelv, don't do it. Don't do me like this, Skrelv. I feel like we have this bond. I've used your hive before. Skrelv's hive, don't you remember it? Don't you remember? All of the great times we had, Skrelv. I summoned mites, your brethren, to assist me in combat. And sure, currently we might be enemies, but we could be such good friends, Skrelv. I will grab a land from this, rather than proliferate. I think this set would have benefited from a card that could remove poison counters. Okay, we'll get a forest. Just so we can, keep them honest. Oh, they can use Skrelv to give Ickerspit unblockable. It's terrifying. Oh no. I think it's safe to say that I am comfortably owned this game. Just gonna sack this. Looking for more stuff, I guess. This thing is gonna just kill me. Stupid Icar injector thing. Next turn I'll have a 3-3 so I can actually threaten a double block that's actually semi-reasonable. Oh no, I won't be able to block, will I? Oh no. Oh no. Come on, my removal spell. Yes! They have already used their Skrelv. They are not ready for this. No! Stop it, opponent! Please! My players just want to live. I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm so close. Nice. We'll play the Basilisk. Give myself both a white blocker and a non-white blocker. I mean, I already have a non-white blocker, but this one has Death Touch. So they'll give pro green, and when I use my Complete Devotion, I can draw a card off of it. Oh, I'm so screwed. I'm in such bad shape. Oh, I just need to draw a land and have them have nothing, and then my mites can carry me. Oh, Misty Mites. I know you're small and weak, and your arms are terrifying to look at. Yeah, that was all I wanted to say. There's not a but there. It's just your arms are small, weak, terrifying to look at. Full stop. This is tough. Because they're mana screwed, they're not going to over-deploy into my threat. I have 2 draws to hit a land that's untapped. Sure. Oh, I'm blocking, buddy. You think I won't? I was born to block. This is my destiny, opponent. This block is fated in the legends. This is the block that I was born to make. Baby, I was born to run. Sure. Yes. The plains which I sought has been given to me. I'm not actually coming out that far ahead here is the problem. I need him to play another threat or something. Because I feel like I board wipe, and then they just play some cards and I lose. But I can just get one more card out of this. One more card before the storm. One more card before the freedom. Because I'm only killing 2 of their cards, and I'm killing 3 of my own. Now, sure, one of their cards is Skrelv, which is an incredibly annoying card. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I chump. They're probably going to play a follow-up creature. Because they used life instead of just the white mana from that. Perfect. Might as well get in some damage, you know? You know what they say. Damage in hand is worth 2 in the stone. Wow, they just didn't block any of it. And now I think I can close out this game. Send in the goons! The mites are coming, the mites are coming. Look out, look out. The mites are on parade, here they come. The mites, the mites, the mites are on parade, here they come. Here come the mites, the mites, the mites, the mites. The mites are coming, the mites are coming, the mites are coming. Look out, look out. The mites are on parade, here they come. The song from Dumbo that gave you nightmares as a child is back again. It's back again. And White since Twilight wins the game. My only card is capable of such a feat. We won the game. We won the game. Look out. Look out. The white sun's going down. The twilight's here. And now the twilight's near. And I'm stuck inside my head. Cool. We got a win. Let's go. See folks next round. Welcome to another game. We have the perfect hand on the play. Rusty into Mandible. The perfect beatdown crew. The perfect gang for our mission. Oh, I'll see your Rusty and match you with my own Rusty. I see, I see. Also have Flensing. Not going to be able to jump anything, but it's still a flyer. So we're just going to try to navigate this game to a point where we can play this thing and win. So we have 2 of the lands. We need 1 more land, and then we just need to stall. Ah, they're Rusty. Doing Rusty things. I don't even need another white source. I need 1 more land. The tools to stall. So like drawing a spell next turn and then drawing a land the next turn. So I just lock it up. The city goes to bed and I'm alone inside my head. Oh, we didn't hold back not to block with Mandible just this year. Don't get that warped. Oh, this could end badly. Is it the big guy, the 4/3? Oh, it is Lattice Blade. I was early on the Lattice Blade train. I knew that card would be good. Oh. Okay, so as long as we're alive in 2 turns, which is definitely doable, we can win. Okay, and we consider we can chump with this Flensing Raptor for a turn at some point here. We're playing against someone called Giraffe Fight. I hope they have a land here. Thank goodness. They're playing blue-green. Ah, I I see. Interesting. I will need to draw some spells at some point. But it's okay, my deck is just setting me up for the ultimate success. This thing also gains me life, remember? My opponent's probably like, man, they must have some spell of some kind. And I'm just like, you have no idea. I have one spell of some kind. Okay. Okay, well. I don't think it's getting better than this, folks. Let's see if they remember that their guy has reach. Reach check, anybody? A reach check? Yeah, we'll go for it. No big deal. Just kill all their stuff, make 5/1/1s. I have the Incisor Glider next turn to start buffing these up. What are they doing? They don't have anything? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear indeed. Do they have their own copy? Mayhaps? Mayhaps will White Suns carry me to another mediocre finish in Phyrexia all will be one draft? Let's go! Heck yes! The dream! Oh my gosh, we got the win. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We have a great hand. 2-drop, 3-drop. Vorak has never failed me once to find the exact land I need. They mulliganed. They may be on the play, but they don't have my dignity. I keep a regal 7 cards, and they're down to a unregal 6. Oh, you think to use my preview card against me, fair stranger? You are to be disappointed. For my 2-drop is greater than thine. For thy 2-drop is merely a 1-drop. That reminds me of the fish from Megamind. I'm so tempted to go aggro on them. Oh, and aggro it shall be. For with my flensing raptor I shall cleave thee in twain. Hitting thine for 4 damage. I forgot this gave +1/+1. Not gonna lie. Hitting thine for 4 damage and toxifying you. One of the joys of having a international audience, YouTube, I'm streaming this on Twitch, is that as I'm streaming late at night in the United States, somebody says, I'm watching your stream before going to breakfast. Which seems only fitting. Okay. That was bad. But you know what can make this good. And right. It's me hitting them for 3 again. And then playing the man, the myth, the Vorak. Vorak will almost certainly be able to trade with that. We do not need lands, so I'm actually going to decline, because White Sun's Twilight is our only expensive card, and it's gone. So we're going to decline to proliferate them with another poison. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, they have made a fatal blunder. No block. See, they're trying to play a little bit safe sometimes. Safety is not rewarded in this world. If this trade happens, oh my gosh. That's the best that Branchblight Stalker has ever done. Oh. Phooey. We'll trade there. Can't be blocked by creatures with flying is so annoying. I can't believe that line of text is going to lose me the game. Like, what? Oh my gosh, I can't block it. Oh, please equip the Barbarian Fist to it. It's my only hope. Please. Please, sir. No. Please equip Barbarian Fist. I know you want to. It'll boost your power by 1 for your guy's trample. Gosh. Oh, they didn't attack. Let's go. Huge. Huge game-changing plays are happening here. This thing having reach is so dumb. Gosh, it's so annoying. I remember poo-pooing that. Ah, poo-poo. Oh, of course they draw the battle chair. Of course. That's really bad for me. That is really bad that they were empty-handed and just cold ripped a battle chair. Gosh, that's bad. You know, to be fair, I've had my fair share of crushing people with random cards in this set. Just swing with your Skygolf, guys. You know what would have been such a sick draw is my combat trick. I still have a chance at it. Because then I can kill them in 2 turns. Come on, combat trick. Let's go. Just what I needed. Oh. Oh, don't you dare top deck something else that's huge, opponent. Don't you dare! After all the work I've put into this, the sacrifice, the blood, the sweat, the tears. Okay, that doesn't do anything. To build your own shock. They have to attack here. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to block. I'm going to hope to draw some better things for blocking. I need to draw a creature this turn or I lose. That is not going to be good enough. That is not going to be good enough. No! No! Oh, this is so unfortunate. Oh, this is so unfortunate. I think I can win if they have nothing. That kind of counts as nothing, not gonna lie. In the grand scheme of something to nothing, that all-powerful scale we all live by, that kind of counts as nothing, even though the 3 life is really frustrating. And the fact that they drew a card is pretty bad for me. And so overall, that probably isn't really nothing. Let's see what they do here. They probably still attack with the battle chair, right? Because they can just re-equip it, right? Just what I was hoping for. Oh my gosh. This is the dream. This is exactly the block I was hoping they'd do. Attack, I mean. Because I can use this to give this thing first strike, and then I just team up on that guy and kill him before it can trample over. Chump block this guy. Or I block this guy, even. Where did this guy want to block? The Scamp, maybe? They deal 1 damage to my face. I go to 1. They can zap me. Or they can finish off my guy. They're going face. I still have Rusty as a chump blocker. This is huge. Vorak, what a draw, what a draw. I will decline so that I can proliferate onto them. And of course onto Rusty as well. So now we're at 6 poison. They have this thing, which can give +4/+4 at will. I can't attack them still, which is really annoying. That Oil Gorger Troll was actually a nutso draw. Just actually broken how good that draw was. Okay, so they're all tapped out here. That was actually a pretty good thing to equip too. Pretty smart of them. I really want them to attack here. Like, if they attack here, I think I can actually win. And if they don't attack here, I'm probably toasted. Dang it. Oh, I'm never going to forget that oil counter from Rusty. Rusty always gets his oil counter. He always gets his fix. Just what the doctor ordered. Need a little bit of land action, and I got a little bit of land action. Oh, this is so painful. We're gonna lose. Oil Gorger Troll, why have you forsaken me? Oh, if only this evolving adaptive wasn't sitting in play. Oh, I thought that I'd be able to defeat you, but no. It's like holding the skull from Hamlet. Oh, this is painful. And they have the ability to loot away lands, so they're never going to draw land. I'm probably dead. Okay, that's lethal. They got me. Well done. Unless they play around randomness. Yep, they aren't playing around randomness. They don't respect my hand. Yep, I'm out of blockers. Gosh darn it. If they hadn't drawn Oil Gorger Troll on that one turn, I would just turning the corner. Let's see if we can get another win with this deck, shall we? Welcome to another game. On the play, we can't keep this. We just don't have our colors. We can keep this one, though. And keep it we shall. Goodbye, Tyrant X. We have our, if we draw a bunch of lands, insurance policy, but really this game is going to come down to if Mandible Justiciar with a couple of +1/+1s can win us the game. Oh my gosh, of course they're playing this card. Just max punish every time, I understand. Ah, blue-white. I'm less scared of the poison damage now. They don't put anything on top, sure. Whew. So I was hoping they'd block so I could use my Zealot's Convictions up. I don't really care about them corrupting me. Probably not going to be playing any cards that really care about that. And I think I can avoid dying to poison to a blue-white deck. Really glad I didn't go for those Zealot Convictions now. Now that I have a 2-2, I'm pretty happy, actually. I'm going to hold back the Justiciar now, because I suspect that they're going to try and bounce the Duelist. Oh, they are actually trying to win with poison. Okay, that's good to know. I suspected as much. So poison is actually a way they could win with their stupid, crazy poison cards. Okay. So 2 lands and I can play my White Suns thing. Okay, I just need to minimize damage here. Okay. If they attack with Dune Mover, I'm going to block with Duelist and put the Zealot's Conviction on it. So I can then attack them. Please block. Probably reading the Zealots thing. They're like, oh, how badly is that going to get me? Four Zealots Conviction is a too many, I will say. Especially because my deck isn't that well suited for it, but I wanted to get some tries. This is the best possible scenario. Oh my god. Zealot's Conviction. I have a conviction in my mind. Okay. I'll go for it. Why not? On the plains. Huge. I'm actually at a very precarious spot here. Because I have some beefy creatures on the board that I don't really want to lose to a White Suns. I'm also at a really high poison count considering I'm playing against blue-white. Gosh, I was not suspecting them of being a poison deck. My life total is very safe, though. They have another copy of this stupid flying card they can win. I think this is the safest bet. I don't know how many creatures they have, but I'm in a dangerous spot there. I die to a lot of cards. Yeah, I'm just in kind of vulnerable shape. Sure. That was actually a reasonably good draw. Opponent did not remember how trample worked there. Or they forgot the card gave trample. Either way, they're at 2, and I have more than 2 attackers. No! That's unfortunate. Now I need to draw something. When my opponent's low. When my opponent's low, I like to draw my army in a can. Good old Basilica Shepherd. So next turn I have 7 attackers and they have only 3 blockers. Oh, the comeback of the century. Once more, Nicolai strikes fear into the hearts of his enemies. Okay. There's nothing they could have that makes this go terribly wrong. Right? 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 Good game, opponent. White Sun's Twilight is so good. Oh, just win every game that I cast White Sun's Twilight for 5 and then lose every other game. Just how Richard Garfield intended. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We shall keep this. I'm not sure why. Am I on the play? Oh no, I'm not on the play. This was not a keep at all. Oh no. Rewarded to the max. Let's go. This hand became incredible very quickly. Maybe it was a keep. I think it's borderline, but my deck is kind of bad, so I probably am supposed to keep borderline hands more often. I think, I forget whether I finished this thought, but I said something along the lines of, when you have a bad deck, you kind of need to, like, make sure you don't lose to, like, randomness sometimes, and so, like, you don't want to lose your games to getting mana screwed. So, like, playing 17 lands, like, and just be like, okay, I hope I don't flood. I don't want to have to mulligan, or whatever it is. They don't attack. That's crazy to me. Okay. I will play this. I will do this. Take out their I'm more scared of the 3-1, honestly, but actually this card's kind of scary too. I'll take this guy out. That'll stop their Sinew Dancer from doing too much. And now I have a 3-1 first strike that can start this poison train rolling. Let's go! Strike me down, Luke, and you should become more powerful than I could possibly imagine. I wonder how many opponents like read Arena tells, like, they gotta stop there. They probably have Zealot's Conviction. It'd be really funny if they had Zealot's Conviction. I can't use my Zealot's Conviction very well because they have this guy that can blow it up, and I just get my guy eaten if I do that. So killing Canker Bloom would have been annoying. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think they could have sacrificed it, so maybe I should have killed the Canker Bloom. I just don't want them to turn this guy on. And with no Toxic, that's a lot easier to facilitate. Reach for the sky. I don't want to do this because it makes a lot of my other cards worse, but like if I draw White Suns, now I can't really play it ever, but I just have too many lands. I think I drew like one spell. Off there, because then I can play Cleansing and not be dead on board. So unfortunate. Because I can't play this, really. I can gain the life. That's not going to help. They have a combat trick. Yeah, I was never going to win this game with the horrific draw that I had. I drew one spell, and then I drew my other spell, and then I drew my other spell way too late. Man. If we look at how this could have gone, I still wouldn't have had time to cast White Sun Zenith. Oh well. I won all the games where I cast the Zenith. I lost some unfortunate ones. I definitely could have won games without the White Sun Zenith. But I didn't need to, because I just got my 3 wins. 3 and 3. That's how the record goes sometimes. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag perfect sunset, because I won every game that I cast this Twilight card, and I lost all the other ones. So I had a perfect record when I cast it. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. I hope to see you in another video soon, and I'll talk to you next time.